Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and today I am coming to you with a sketch from the 30 Days of Sketches of Christy's Beautiful Life, and it is a Facebook group where she does it several times a year, a new sketch for each day. If you would like to join in, you are more than welcome to come over to the Facebook group. I will link that below. So this one is day one. The sketch is designed by Kelly Pyron, and it's this sketch. Hopefully you can see that. I can't see it very well, the screen. So I have let me see if I can find the name. The Simple Vintage Cottage Fields collection. This is a deal that I got over on Peachy Cheap. I love that place. And I never bought a 6x8 paper pad until I ordered a deal from them and got one. But I have found all kinds of ways to be able to use it, even though I'm a 12x12 scrapper. It comes with this paper pad. It comes with this sticker book. The only thing I don't like is the fact that the stickers are just super, super thin. And I always have to mount them on cardstock and then fussy cut around them because they're just too thin and they're see-through. And then it comes with these two packs, the bits and pieces and the floral bits, which I put into a Ziploc bag just to keep all the little pieces corralled. And I have these, my buddy Sherry Tibbetts and me just did a partner swap from over on Ginger's Corner. And it was an anything goes die cuts, and she knocked it out of the park on what I like and my style. So this boot and this title, this tag, and this greenery is all from her. And I plan on using it on here. And then the other pieces are just they're just the pieces from the collection that I pulled out to use. And last but not least, these are the pictures I'm going to use. They are from my 40th birthday. Hopefully you can see those and it's not a glare. Which I'm about to be 42 this year, so it's been a minute, but for my 40th, I decided to go all out and get dressed up in a fancy dress, and I'd also lost weight, so I had lost a total of 200 pounds, and so I was like, wanted to be pretty, because I'm pretty much a plain Jane. I don't really do my makeup, I don't care about my hair, but I wanted to get pretty for my birthday. So, I did this, and by the time everything, being a mom, in general, everything else comes first. So, by the time I got everything done that needed to be done for the kids, and went and got my hair and makeup done by my friend, it was like sunset. So, and my daughter ended up, my 15-year-old daughter ended up doing the pictures for me. And they're pretty good, but they are kind of a little on the grainy side just because the sun was setting. Like, it was dusk. I had to do a lot of editing on the pictures. But they were took at my dad's house, his extra property. He has a bunch of old cars because he used to restore them before he got in bad health. And so I went there and did them with the old cars in the woods, and they turned out, I loved them. I wish it would have been more daylight, and so they wouldn't have been grainy looking, but I'm happy with them. So, anywho, let's see if I can lay this sketch over here so that y'all can see it. Okay, so pretty much I have already cut out my papers, and it looks like on here maybe she used like 3.5 by 5 pictures. Maybe. I don't think it's quite 4 by 6 because it's not that big. But I decided to do 4 by 4 size. So this is going to be my photo mats. But I wanted to do just a little bit of mixed media. Not really even mixed media. Just doing some inking stuff on the background. To be able to show up around it. Just like the packaging technique. Which is what I usually always use. Because if y'all have watched, y'all know I love it. It's quick and easy and gives a big impact. So, I'm using my Distress Oxide Spun Sugar, some old packaging, and I'm hoping I'm in frame because I can't see. I am just going to put a little bit on. I don't want to go overboard because I really want to keep a lot of the white space. Maybe a little bit down here. And it's probably hard to see on the camera since it is a very, very light color of pink. So hopefully it's showing up. But I will always take and put close-ups at the end. I'm undecided if I want to add a little bit more or not. But I think I'll be okay with that. And I'm going to dry it off just a little bit so it don't wrinkle my paper. Okay. Maybe even do a few black splatters. Okay. Since I do have a little bit of black in my papers and my other stuff. But just a tiny bit. Because I don't want to be it to be overbearing. And this is just watered down. Ah! The lid fell off. This is just watered down black acrylic paint that I'll just keep in the bottle. But I'm sure there's probably some black sprays out there you could use if you wanted to. Now I'm just going to lift this so it'll hurry up and dry because, you know, ain't nobody got time for that. Waiting on paint to dry. Or ink for that matter. Okay. I appreciate all y'all for coming over to watch. And liking and subscribing to my videos. I'm getting closer to that 350 mark. So for me, that's really exciting. When I get to 500, I am going to do a giveaway. Haven't really decided on what I'm going to give away yet. I have a few things in mind. And I also thought about, since y'all have liked the embellishment videos so much and then adding them to layouts, I thought about giving away some of the embellishments. Maybe a couple of each one so that you would have enough to make a page. I think that would be pretty neat to see what you guys would create. Because, you know, I love using up my little simple stuff, my scrap pieces to make simple embellishments, but for a big impact. But I also love using up my swap stuff, and it seems like every time I get a swap, I get inspired by at least one of the pieces that I get, and I have to I'm like, okay, I gotta make a layout like right now because I love it. Okay, let's see. And you could ink these, you could rough up the edges, but I thought I would just keep it kind of soft since I was, you know, being all princessy. done lost the sketch up here again. Okay. But, I hope you guys will watch all the other people. There's going to be a hot playlist. So, you know, you need to go check them out and support them and check out their take on the sketch. And like I said, come over and join the Facebook group and play along if you so desire. Now, see, this is how I make use of the 6x8 paper pads, because they're not necessarily long. Like, this is just a piece of cardstock that I cut. But I'm just going to put this one up here because it shows on here that there's like 3 different sizes. And this one's long, and then this one's, you know, a little more long. This one's shorter. And this one's okay, I feel like, for my shorter one. But for my longer one, you know, I did cut this one shorter than this one. But I'm going to have stuff here that will hide it. So I thought that I would just line it up down here so that you can still see it through the bottom once I add all the other things. So that's why I chopped it up. And it's okay, you know, make it work for you. Use up those scrap papers also. This would be a good use of having, you know, some of the bigger scraps. You know, like the 3x12s or the 4x12s or whatever. It would be a great way to be able to use up some of those bigger but longer pieces and not necessarily do a happy horizontal, as Janet Madison likes to say. You can just add some strips on there. So here's a question for you guys, because I was thinking about it the other day ago after I was talking about doing my strip things, embellishments. How many times do y'all like to use something before you're tired of it? So, like, you know, even if you're enjoying making, say, you know, you make a layout and then you have the scraps from that. So then you make some embellishments to make another page. And then maybe even make another page. How many pages is too much with the same collection? Like, do you want to absolutely use up everything that you can from that collection before you're tired of it and done with it? Or, you know, are you good with just doing a few and then you're like, okay, I'm good, that's good enough, I ain't doing no more? I would honestly be very interested to know that. I almost want to take and put some more pink on here just because it's so light. I feel like it doesn't show up super great, so I am going to go back and add just a little bit so that it would show up around my pictures. I'm sorry if you hear talking in the background. I think my son is in there gaming. He got a new video game today, so he's in there playing with his friends. My kids are out of school for the summer, so it's been crazy town around here, and like they won't be quiet for 5 seconds for me to film. So I've been getting up like super early in the mornings at like 5 to film a couple videos, and then but now it's like 12:22 at night. So I'm burning the midnight oil tonight. Okay, let me add some tape to these. Put my tape over here. this will be fun to do all these sketches each day. I'm excited. Have a few kits already planned out, but I haven't picked pictures. And sometimes I start with the picture and I get inspired, and sometimes I put together the papers and embellishments and pretty much go from there. And this is one of those times all the papers and all that came together before, and then I was like, okay, what could I add to this? And then I remembered, oh yeah, that pink from the dress I was wearing would be perfect. Let's see here. So on here, they have a journaling area here. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing. I can't see the camera. And I think I'm going to put it right here. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'm just going to, well, it's kind of textured on that side. Well, that's okay. I'll be writing on it, so I don't need it to be bumpy. Okay. I'm going to put this down here. And then this, I love this boot, and you can't see it in the pictures, but I did have my boots on. I have some pink camo boots that I love. I wear them all the time in the winter. Sometimes in the summer too, depending on if I want to dress up. Let's see. I'm going to just put everything around before I glue down and see what in the world I'm doing here. I find my liquid glue because this piece is sticking up. I just don't want to add more tape. Okay. Don't want to put it there or here. I don't want to cover up that tag because it's really pretty. I want to use it for journaling. Maybe I'll do it here. See how whenever I pulled the bottom one down, I probably could have moved it down a little bit, even a little bit more, just so that it would show through, but it's okay. I like that. And I was thinking I would put Bloom with Grace today. Turning 40 is an exercise in grace and patience and forgiveness and all those things, because let me tell you, I didn't think I would make it to 40. Some days I feel like my kids ain't gonna make it to 40 if they don't straighten up. Okay. If y'all have teenagers, you know what I'm talking about. Because they are something horrible most days. I hate to say it, but they really are. Especially when they're just like you. Because my 15-year-old, my baby, she is just like me. And attitude and all. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I tell her all the time, you're so much like me, it's scary. And I was like, I think you're like all the worst parts of me, and I'm hoping you grow out of that. I tell her all the time. I used to have a really bad attitude like that too, but then I grew out of it. But I guess it's just part of being a teenager and coming into your own, you know, becoming an adult and testing boundaries and all those things. It don't make life any easier either way, though. Okay. I'm going to pull this up. Hopefully it don't pull up my paper. Okay. I want to move it over so that it's kind of together. And then I think I'm just going to add the floral around. I'm going to use this. I want to pop dotty it. Okay, and then I do have some butterflies. Let's see here. I definitely want to put those on foam tape. I've been on a little bit. I like to have a little bit of dimension. And I know I'm a monster. I just ripped the foam tape off instead of cutting it. My friends tell me that all the time, that I'm a monster. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't like getting my stickers, blah, 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 rewind, my scissors gunky, but, you know, I don't have any of them fancy dancy schmancy ones that don't get sticky, so it is what it is. I don't know. Let's see. Maneuver some of this stuff around here. Okay. I'm just going to put a little bit of liquid glue and glue stuff down. If y'all watch me, y'all know I ain't a big gluer. I don't like go crazy and glue down every little edge and smidge, because once it's in an album, it's going to be fine. And I considered coloring these flowers in. I thought about doing them in like a really light, soft pink, but then I vetoed that idea. I vetoed that idea because I decided, I like it like it is. And I don't want to keep adding more color. I want it to have a little bit of a white balance in it. So, and I'm just adding some greenery here and there. No rhyme or reason. Let's see. I think I want this one up here. And sometimes I'll even glue the ends, and then I'll just put some foam tape on one of them or both of them, just to give it some dimension, make them look like they're at different levels. Like I said, you could always take and you could ink it and all that stuff too. So, just FYI. Let's see. I kind of like that, I want to add these flowers in too, just to give it a little more pink. But I don't know where I should put them. I'll set up my layout different than what I have a picture over here of. Okay. This is what we're going to do. We're going to cut this one off. Just fussy cut it right out of there, because it's going to go to a new home. Because you ain't going to see it. There's no point in hiding it, and you can just reuse it elsewhere. Okay. So I like how that looks popped up. So I'm just going to stick a piece of foam tape underneath there. And I may go back in with a light shade of green marker and just color in some of the leaves, just to give it some more of that greenery. Or I may not. You never know. Okay. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. Okay. I still got my butterflies. And now I have this. See, everything's getting stuck. Okay, I'm just going to cut this off so it don't look weird or ragged. Okay. And then I can just add this in like here so that it has more flowers. Oh, I like that. Okay. I'm telling you, everything is like sticking to everything now. It's a wild mess going on over here. Okay, let's see here. Put that there. And I need a little bit more greenery. I want that up there. I feel like that's fine like that, or it'll be too much. Maybe I'll do it like that. What do y'all think? It's probably all crooked and everything else. Do I want to put it all here? Or do I like it here? Teenage boys and their games, my goodness. Okay. Okay, and then I'm just going to add my butterflies. Let's see where I want these. Also with foam tape, it's a little bit easier to move around than the other tape. Let's see here. I think I want to, oh, I didn't tape that down. Ah, everything's sticking. Okay. I'm going to put this here. And then, let's see, let's put the little butterfly there. And then put a big one here. And then one here. Okay, I think I like that. I think that's the page. I may go back and add a few little enamel dots here and there. And then I'm going to add in probably the year. But I think that's the sketch. So thank you guys for joining me. Come back tomorrow for day 2. Bye, y'all.